Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Supporting Yah's Cornerstone. My name is Heshra'ah, and that name means moved by Yah. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what is adultery and what is adultery according to the Torah and the Word of Yah. The reason why I decided to speak on this topic is because I have known of many cases of adultery happening within the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle. And I've known it to happen for a variety of reasons. So that's why I decided to touch on the topic. The whole purpose of this channel is to help women that are seeking to return to Yah in the lifestyle that our people once had, to be able to whatever I can say based off what I've learned, not of my own, but from my moray and the Word of Yah, and through other channels also, that can be helpful to the Hebrew Israelite sisterhood who is seeking to return to the Creator. So that's the whole purpose. And so my goal is that we, the ultimate goal would be to have no cases of adultery within the Hebrew Israelite sisterhood. That would be the ultimate goal, is to prevent. But if it does happen, I'll try to touch on that in another video too. The goal with this channel also is endurance. Just endurance. That means when something does happen, we get on top of correcting it and getting back right with the Creator. So that's why I decided to touch on this topic, because of the reasons I just stated. And so I want to just mention a few reasons I've known adultery to happen within the Hebrew Israelite lifestyle. Number one, lack of Yah knowledge on the topic or acceptance of it. So I find in some cases women don't know what adultery is according to Yah, or they know what it is but haven't accepted it. Number two, frustration with their current marriage. Number three, feeling unwanted within their current marriage, especially when the family begins to practice multiple marriage or polygamy. I found that can happen a good bit sometimes, or make a woman more vulnerable when that is occurring. At that over the years, that sisters will be susceptible or become more vulnerable to committing adultery during that time. Number four, some sisters don't understand they're married according to Yah's law. Because, and that may sound strange, well, how would a sister not know they marry? Because marriage in Western culture, or in the societies we live in that don't serve Yah, the definition of it and what marriage is can be different, or how you consider whether you're married or not can be different than Hebrew Israelite culture and the Word of Yah. So some women don't even understand they married in the first place. So they don't consider being with another man adultery. Last but not least, and I'll try to touch on that in another video, but if y'all's will. Last but not least, the question of, I live for Yah, my husband doesn't, so does this marriage really count? Sometimes that question comes up. And so sometimes women feel like, well, the husband I have is not living for Yah. Does this marriage really count anyway? Does it matter anyway? And so sometimes that's how women end up committing adultery too. All in all, I found adultery can happen for many reasons. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about what adultery is according to the Torah, according to the law of Yah. First, we'll go to Exodus 20 and 14. And Exodus 20 and 14 says, thou shalt not commit adultery. So right off the bat, a part of the Ten Commandments is that we should not commit adultery. Period. That is a sin against the Creator. So That's established that Yah doesn't want us doing it. Before I go to Leviticus 20 and 10, I wanted to go to Leviticus 20 and 1 because I want to establish that this is Yah speaking to Moses and telling him Leviticus 20 and 10. So if you go to Leviticus 20 and verse 1 first, it says, "And Yah spake unto Moses, saying." So this is coming from the Creator himself. Now let's go to Leviticus 20 and 10. What did the Creator tell Moses to tell the nation of Israel? "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." And so what that's saying is that Yah is establishing the fact that he is against a man having sexual relations with another man's wife or entering a relationship with another man's wife. Period. And so this came from the word of Yah's mouth himself. So we move on to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 22. And it says, "If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shalt thou put away evil from Israel." So that's saying again, if a man is found being with a woman that is married, okay, then that's the death penalty for that. Now, I'm going to say this as a disclaimer. In today's time, we don't practice that portion. So that's the disclaimer for that. That we don't, So what would happen today is that the husband would have to divorce his wife, or that is really automatically divorce. So that's what would happen today. So I just wanted to say that real quickly. But we're reading the law as Yah intended it. So definitely the Creator through this law is showing his disdainment, or he is not wanting men to be sexually with other men's wives, and definitely not being in any kind of relationship, sexual relationship, intimate, romantic relationship with another man's wife. That is completely unacceptable to Yah. Next, we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 23 through 25. And it says, "If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city, and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you." Now, it's using the word virgin and husband, but really in these days and times, we would say that the woman is engaged. You're seeing a virgin that's engaged. So we see in Yah's law that if you are engaged, the Creator consider you married. You might as well be married because there is an agreement that has been made there. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her, that means he rapes her, and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. Now I'm going to define betrothed. Betrothed, the person to whom one is engaged. Okay. So if a woman is engaged, but she has not sexually been with that man yet, they have not consummated that marital agreement, that doesn't matter. There's still a marriage agreement there, regardless as to whether it's been consummated. And so, according to Yah's law, she's considered unavailable and she's considered married. And so if she goes and be with another man, then she's committed adultery, according to Yah's law. And so now another thing, in Deuteronomy 22, it states if the man meet her in the field and like that. But now in these modern times, you know, men and women meet in all various places. You know, all various places, online and anywhere. You know, various places. But if a woman is engaged, if you are engaged, you're considered married according to Yah. There's an agreement there already with another man, and you cannot go be with another man without that agreement first being dissolved or broken. So if you're engaged, according to Yah's law, it's still like being married. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 28 through 34 says, "Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth in to his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her, shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance." And today we see that a lot. Even amongst people that don't serve Yah, we see the result a lot of times of women being in what they call a love triangle. She's with this man, she's married to this man, whether she realizes it or not, and then she's found to be with another man. And that occurs in just different scenarios, whether they walk down the aisle, how this society considers marriage, or whether they just boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, we've seen it happen so many times, of those stories on the news or on crime shows like First 48, where two men were being with a woman, and the original man she was with finds out about the other man, and then one ends up killing the other or killing her, you know. And so you see that where jealousy can be the rage of a man. We see that, we've seen that in this society. So adultery, according to Yah's word, is when a man has sexual relations with another man's wife. I'm going to say that again. Adultery, according to Yah's word, is when a man has sexual relations with another man's wife. Or we could say when a married woman has sexual relations with any man other than her husband. So I hope this video was helpful. And I hope it lays a foundation for a few more. My hope is that it lays a foundation for some videos I have coming concerning this topic that I hope will be helpful. If you would like to contact me, you're welcome to email me at supportingyahs. I think it's, the email is yahscornerstone@gmail.com. I'm sorry about that. yahscornerstone@gmail.com. You can also follow me at Supporting Yahs Cornerstone on Instagram. There's also a Facebook page, Supporting Yahs Cornerstone. If you can't find it at first, look up Falana Harris, and then the page is under that Facebook name. But thank you for your time. You're also welcome to leave comments wherever you find this video on YouTube or Facebook or, But thank you for your time. Shalom, shalom.